Chip, 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 chip. Right then. 57, wasn't it? Oh, somebody's done something on here. It's all been coated, has it? Ready to rumble. Yeah, it's been cultivated, so yeah, planting. Uh-huh. Let's have a look at my list. So coat for plant. So somebody's converted and coated and ferted it. Waste. In fact, nobody's ferted it. Why didn't nobody come out and ferted it first? The light caller. Fertilizers over here, I think. Building shaders. Come on, shaders. Get your ass in gear. Oh. And Moses fell asleep. No force feedback. Okay, let's see if we can turn off, turn on. Morning, Ice. How are we doing? We're on the community farm today of Montana times 4. There we go. We have force feedback. Yeah. By the way it looks, somebody's actually cultivated this, but nobody's actually... Oh, you can't see. The field I was doing the other day, somebody looks like they've cultivated it, but doesn't look like it's been sprayed off. Been fertilized. So we're just going to quickly run some fert over it, and then we'll get on with the planting. OBS has been really slow at saying that I've been live lately. I don't know what's the matter with it. Might be a bit bitty this morning, guys. Getting another update. So yeah, we may have to move that backwards. Get it off the field. Morning, sausage. How we doing? So we're just doing some of our own fields, guys. Bit of ferreting, planting, rolling. This is a continuation of the job I was doing, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. And in the meantime, there has been somebody on that did the cultivating. Like I say, I'm not sure whether they did this because it says it hasn't been fertilized. So you just got to go back over it and fertilize it all. And then we'll jump in the other tractor and go planting. It might be a little bit janky for a little bit. I've not been on this farm since the last video update. So yeah, it has to rebuild the catch for this farm. That's why it's a little bitty at the minute. It'll get better. Well, now that's caught up. That's how I know the shaders ain't caught up as well, because every time I go to the map, it's like bitty and janky. But anyway, we'll fertilize this anyways, and when we plant, all we're gonna need to do is roll it in, and yeah, this food's done and dusted. So it shouldn't take too long this morning before I can accept some of your contracted cards via Streamleads, and even open the Streamleads page actually at the moment today. But let's do that quickly. Let's open that up. Because the reason I say that is because in case you haven't got any Streamleads cards, you can get some via not just my code, but a link that will give you 30% off when you spend over €4. And although I didn't put it up on the screen yesterday because I was racing, and a lot of the stuff was turned off, I'm not racing today. So there's the code. So if you spend more than €4, that will give you 30% off. And yeah, everything helps me out and helps the stream out. And like I said before, anything that goes into the stream actually stays into the stream. So whether it be for giveaways, new games, DOCs, updates on bits of equipment that I need to give you a better show, yeah, that's what it goes on. I do not take any money from myself. Although you could say, you know, the equipment upgrades is taking money for myself, I suppose, but without the upgrading, you know, none of the streaming gets done. Yeah, the stuttering's getting a little better. Okay, so that's been, all right, it has been ferreted and it's not, the color's not changing. Okay. Okay, we can put this away. I was doing it before I even got the color match through for fertilizing. Now, sometimes it will stutter, and that's just saving lag. Well, this isn't saving lag. This is still cache buffering. So what happens is, quite a lot with Farming Sim, when you get, if you're on a NVIDIA card, when you get the NVIDIA update, it resets your cache when you do your NVIDIA update for every farm. So the first thing that you kind of got to do when you come in is just drive around a bit, maybe, and reset your cache colors. Otherwise, it ends up a bit like this. But this being a 4x map, it takes a little bit longer. Getting you. Yeah. Enter you. So barley, yeah, that's what we're planting. What we'll do is we'll get in the field here. And 2 headlands, yeah. What I'm going to do is start on the ups. And there you go, we're planting. It says we're planting, that's on. Not seeing any texture change. Oh, that's down. Why is this not planting? Oh my god, did somebody ferret this and not freaking cultivate it? Both the line caller. I don't think this has been cultivated. I don't think that's been cultivated. I think somebody's just gone over and ferreted it without cultivating. Cultivator is over there. Check the map in the menu info. Yeah, I don't think it has, mate. The seeds are not going on. Seeds are not going on. So there you go. It should be blue. Morning, minute. How we doing? Little achy, mate, to be honest. Shoulder's a little bit achy. That's why I got the brace on this morning. So yeah, whoever came on the farm, ferreted the field, but didn't cultivate it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, while I'm farming, I barely use it, so. There we go. Now she'll seed in. Why can't nobody read the instructions? Literally, it's in the farming jobs list to cultivate first. Cultivate first, then fertilize, even though it kind of doesn't matter, but it's just the way we do it so we don't get confused with the layers. So kind of after we've harvested the field, either you mulch or you plow, either or, don't matter. And then if you're plowing, you look for stones, so you stone pick. And then you lime. This is the way we do it, so you don't get confused. You lime, then cultivate the lime into the field, which is supposed to be a good way of doing it. Then you ferret it, so the field's all fertilized and ready to go, and then you seed it and then roll it. And that way your field's all fucking done for the year. For the 5 months that it grows. That's the way I know the guys like it to be done. Like I say, the downside is somebody's just come in, not read what's going on, and with the field, which means they haven't looked at the job list. I know the job list doesn't get updated that often, but it did get updated the last day I was on here, because I put it on there. That's how I know it was there. So there we go, cultivated. So this is being cultivated now. It'll be alright in a minute. It's you know, I've been laying on it all night, so it's a little bit achy at the minute. Give it 10 minutes in the strap, and I'll have to take it off because my shoulder will be too fucking warm. Even with it not turned on, I mean, I'm supposed to get the lead out and fucking turn it on, and fucking it vibrates and heats up, super heats up and shit like that. But give it 10 minutes, it'll be fine. Let the painkiller kick in. No, don't take it anymore. I mean, I've got them in case it's really painful, but I don't like taking pills unless I absolutely have to. And it's only like a little ache. It's not pain as such. There you go. It's running a lot smoother now. Anybody see the videos on the rod fishing for FS? Has anybody shown them yet? I mean, hopefully if Tav comes on, he'll show it. Because, yeah, there was a thing on the Giants Discord that we couldn't show them until, well, when they come on, we couldn't show them until 1 o'clock that day. So hopefully Tav's shown them already. Come on, calm down. Yeah. Yeah, they look good. I tell you what they reminded me of, though, Minute. They reminded me of Call of the Angler. That's what they kind of reminded me of. You know, the same way you fish in Call of the Angler. I don't know whether they've had a little bit of help from Call of the Angler. So basically, if you haven't seen it, it's a guy out fishing with a rod, and as you've got a power button or a power bar for how far you cast it. I'm guessing there's a line tension button which you've got to thingy bob. I mean, the video's very brief, and doesn't really explain that much. I mean, obviously, you don't want to give too much away, so you know there is that to it. But it's very reminiscent of, I think, you know, Hunter Call of the Angler, in the way that you actually fish. I mean, obviously the choosing of bait and rods and stuff, I don't know whether that's going to be a thing, but I mean, it should be. If they're allowing for rod fishing, it should be, shouldn't it, you know? So yeah, I mean, but what it should do, rod fishing, is it should allow you for any maps that you're on that have got like little ponds and lakes and stuff. It should allow you to fish off them, which means some of the modders, say if you're on a modded map like this one, some of the modders are going to have to put fish into their ponds and lakes and stuff. I know something. There's a few fields on Saxingham I'd fucking love to fish off because they're gorgeous. Just sit there and fish. Don't worry, I'm not taking me bra off. Yeah, fuck you guys. It's me arm brace. Arm brace. So basically, there's buttons on it, and one's for heating, and one's for vibrate, one's for massage. And you're supposed to connect the lead and stuff to it to make that work, but. And during the summer, it's, you know, as long as I've got it on, it's heating itself up. So I just give it 10 minutes with it on. It's cool. Hey Chris, how you doing? at the moment, it seems like it's like the day after that, the big racing day. Although on the big racing day, yeah, we did okay. We came in 25th, I think it was, or 35th or something like that. But we got disqualified because apparently we had 4 drivers active and we didn't, so they only activated 3. So he's going to oppose that today, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more for doing that. We should get a completion for it. Because if they reactivate his, they should see that there was 3 drivers in the team, and yeah, reactivate the points for all of us. Well, we're hoping that they see sense, because obviously the 4th driver was Bazwood, and yeah, like I say, he wasn't active in the race. As far as SETI's concerned, he didn't even put his name forward to be in the race, so shouldn't have been included. And yet, when we went over the start-finish line, his name was on the thing that he should have been in the car at some point. And we were like, no, that's not a thing. Shouldn't have been in the car because he wasn't active to go in it. Which means every time if they're going to say that was the case, if they do turn us down, it means that what we're going to have to do is delete somebody. If we're only racing with 3 people, is delete somebody off the roster, which you shouldn't need to do. Once you've gone into the race as the start guy, as the guy that's doing all the thing, you should be able to just propose your 3 drivers for the race if you're doing 3 or 2 or 1 or whatever, even if it's just 20 people in your race team. And because they're the ones you said that are driving, that's it. It's just those 3 drivers. The downside is if they're going to stick to the guns and not give us anything for it, what we're going to have to do is delete people from the race team and then put them back in. So at the moment, like I said, there's 4 of us in the enduro team, and we're going to have to delete 1 or put people on depending on who wants to come and do it with us. As and when we need. Hey, Racing John Deere. Racing John Deere. It's on racing, isn't it? It's on farming today. It's on farming, we're not racing. Thought you meant to have me title up wrong then. Race. 1/4 hour, then you can have it. Go away. 1/4 hour. I'm back in 15 minutes. Then you can have it. Dog's looking at me as if to say, come on, it's smacko time. No, it's not. Not till 8 o'clock. No matter what time I wake up, she has her chewy bone straight away. Or well, a dental stick straight away. And then she don't get a smacko till 8 o'clock. And I'm a little dark. Let's put that one on. It'll brighten me up a little bit. Just kidding. I watch a lot of Daggerwin, if you know it. Yeah, Daggerwin. I mean, I know of Daggerwin. I don't actually go in and watch them in a terrible amount. There's so many of our community streamers out there that I spend a lot of time watching our guys, you know what I mean? Give them some support. So this is a little bit backwards to the way we normally do these fields, but should be alright still. So we're just cultivating, then we're gonna plant because fertilizing's been done, and then we'll we'll field roll it, and then we'll just check to make sure make sure it doesn't need another line of another coat of fertilizer, because it's only light blue, it's not dark blue. So basically could be better. It's fertilized, but could be better. Exclamation SOAG, Chris. SOAG. And that also works the same if you want to join the community farm, guys. Exclamation SOAG in chat for the SOAG Discord. Go down to the farming section if you want to join the farming and ask to join. This is the community farm at the moment. It's Montana ×4. You will need all the season passes. You will need the Macdon, the Nectar kit. Yeah, you're going to need everything to be able to join it. Realised when I pressed it, it's too early in the morning. Just got up, no worries. Yeah, I was after the race yesterday. I think I kind of overdid it, because what I was trying to do is do some time trials. Because I'm very near A license. But I quickly realised that the A license time trials that I needed, I have to actually do the A license ones, and there's not very many A license official events to do time trials for. And basically, at the moment, nearly all of them are on the same fucking track, which doesn't help. So you can't get them. I can't get them done all this week, so I just gave up on it because the new week starts on Tuesday. Mind you, I've got a week, haven't I? So hopefully, the A license events change, so they're kind of 3 different tracks. That'd be cool. If it does that, that means I may be able to get my A license by the end of next week, because next week is the last week of the rotation. It's also the last week for the GR86s, which I need to do the race no matter how much it costs me, because that'll be 8 out of 8, and that means I get $4 back for completing a thing. You can only get a maximum of $10 payment back a season, but it's worth doing. I mean, you take it, $10 is virtually a car. The price of a car back for free. So, you do a couple of seasons without buying anything and completing 3 lots of races. You're $30-$40 by the time you end the month. Hi, Squealer. Thank you for the white, you daft bastard. My shoulder's been killing me these past 2 weeks, and it's been a struggle. Yeah, I don't. You say that. Mine's been about 2 weeks now that the pains come back. I mean, the pains every morning anyway. Regardless. I mean, because I lay on it. Morning, dude. I lay on my right side. It's the only way I can go to sleep. So, yeah, it's irritated straight away. I can't lay on my back to fall asleep. I can't. I mean, the wife says I roll over and shit in my sleep, but I don't fucking know it. But yeah, to fall asleep, I got to be on my right side. Guys, Squealer_UK doesn't stream, but he's an amazing guy. That's been in my streams for, I don't know, 6 years maybe. And he supported the channel the whole way through. And he's absolutely amazeballs. In fact, he's been in the streams that long. Today he cleans his work van. Unless he did it yesterday. Yeah. To be honest, I'm glad I'm streaming early today. Minute takes his break on a Sunday sometimes. So I'm glad, glad about that today, because it means I can go watch the Formula One. Crazy Chris following 4. 1 year, 5 months, 10 days, 9 hours, 18 minutes, 10 seconds. Nice. Nope, was out yesterday, so today is clean day. There you go. See, that's how much I know Squealer. Every week on a weekend day when he's free, he'll spend like a good couple hours just cleaning out his work van from the week. Which it means you know, it means, guys, he can, or what he does is he goes to work all week, doesn't really care about where he's putting his tools back or anything in the van. It just becomes a dumping ground during the week, and then on the weekend he'll get all his tools out, probably clean them, the ones that he knows he's used, put them back in the van exactly where it's supposed to be, and then Monday morning it's all fucked up again. You got to start the week right. You do indeed, especially when you it's all his tools, it's his van. Well, it's the same with Windy, I suppose, because just took a fucking swig of coffee. Jesus. You know, it's the same with Windy, even though it's not Windy's van. I expect half the tools that are in that van are Windy's. So, like once or twice a week, Windy will make sure that his van's all in the right order and clean and ready to rumble for the week ahead. You know, all of his tools are in the right place. So if he does get like a little jobby guy that goes with him, work experience, whatever, you know, and the guy has to go to the van for something, when you can go, it's in the van, on the right, on the shelf, next to the thing, on the thing, and the guy can just go and go poof, and then straight back. All right, last line for this, then we can wash it and put it away. We might see what needs repairing. We are becoming very near sale time for the whiskey and the beer. So yeah, September for the beer, and yeah, so the whiskey will be first. We've got like 20 or 30 pallets at Jack Daniels ready to be sold. So it's getting very close to let's go and sell. Like I say, we're going to need probably a semi truck with a low loader to pop round there and just grab them all. We've got semi trucks, we just need the low loader. And to just pop round there with and grab all the pallets. Like I say, there's about 20, maybe more. I mean, I haven't counted. I'm guesstimating what I saw when I was around there the other day. I say the other week while I was on, I went through there and showed you. So like, yeah, so it's just plant and row now. And then we're done on this field. And then you guys, if you have them, can have a look at the job list and do some Streamloops cards. We're just going to have a look, see if anything's worth repairing as we go in. Because why the hell not? That's condition good, and the tractor's kind of okay. So yeah, no, we're not going to do that. That's not even worth doing that little bit. We are going to clean it. It will be dirty because I think we've got real mud on. And the parking space for this is right beside the silo. Oh, we've got 3 pallets of meat out as well. I don't know what to do with them, so I'm not going to do anything with them. Right, well, that's filling up. Grab this. This cultivator looks like it needs a respray. Downside is resprays cost a shitload. we go. Let's do. I say shitload. You might be talking like 25 grand for a respray. Now that may seem a little expensive, but it's kind of what it costs in real life too. Respraying something is not cheap. Yeah, respraying something isn't cheap. You know, you want to respray your car? I don't know, 5 grand. Because it's not just the respray that the guys have got to do. You know, they got to cover, you know, properly cover your car. If they do it properly, they're going to take off all the trim and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, basically take your car back to bare bones, and yeah, do it from scratch. Right, let's start again and see if we can lay some seed down. And because we're near the end bit, we're going to practice doing it properly by doing the inner bits first. Right, now the seed's taken, so there you go. Just goes to prove to you guys that whoever did the fertilizing for this field the other day didn't cultivate it, so didn't look at the list of jobs. Because they literally fertilized it and had this right beside the field and was planning to seed it straight away. So yeah, didn't read the list of fields. So if you're coming onto the farm, guys, there is a job list section in the farming glitches. Please take note of anything written in there, because if there's jobs that are not quite finished yet, they should be put in there by everybody. Also, the main rule of the farm is if you're using our equipment, which you should do for any contracts if we have the equipment for it, make sure you take, when you take about the farm, if it needs repairing, repair it. If it needs fuel, fuel it. If it needs to be washed, wash it before you put anything away. There has been times where Mr. H, who used to farm manager, and Tab farm owner, has come onto the farm and they've literally spent the first 20 minutes, half an hour, just washing equipment and repairing equipment. So, and they shouldn't need to do that. They shouldn't need to run behind everybody, as we say, and clean up. You know, if you're coming into the farm, you're an adult, you should be able to do that by yourself. And it's a team effort. You know, it's a team effort, and we can't be a team if we're working against each other with little petty stuff like that. Because it is petty, you know, leaving you cleaning for somebody else. Let's put that on because it's nearly 8 o'clock in game. Gonna need some lights in a minute. So we might be finishing this field in the dark, guys. Is it 8 o'clock yet? Yeah, nearly. I suppose you can have it. So the last one, I have to get a new packet open tomorrow. Here, babe. Good girl. You taking that to mummy? She's a good girl. Wish she'd give me a little bit more of my pillow, though. She not only sleeps on the bed, but she's only a small dog, but she not only sleeps on the bed, but she sleeps on my pillow. I think it's kind of cute myself, but you know, literally, I mean, you guys know how big a pillow is. So say the pillow's that big, I get that much. The dog's on the rest of it. But I think it's kind of cute that she wants to be near us, like near. When I say near us, virtually inside us. And I've read up on about it. Apparently, it's one of the ways that your dog, your cat, shows real big affection for the owner by wanting to, say, sleep and be close to them. But after this, we need to field roll it. So if anybody is coming on, guys, to give us a hand, if you can find the roller and change it to the field roller, and then come in behind me. I'm doing the ups and downs first, then we'll do the 2 headlands. And then this field will be done. We can move along to contracts. Well, I say move along to contracts. We don't know what's going to come up on tomorrow's game. Demonic, how we doing, brother? You know, when we change the day to tomorrow, because it's going to be dark pretty soon, we don't know what's going to come up for our fields. We may be doing some more of our fields. Like I say, it all depends what comes up. We'll put it till about, I don't know, what is it? It's June, so it should get light pretty early. I think we're on 2 or 3 day months. So it should be June the 2nd. Oh, so nothing to be ready tomorrow. The contracts have just updated themselves a little bit. So I think we're on 2 or 3 day months. So I'll have a check on that in a minute, because I'm able to go into the settings on that. I'm not going to change any, but I'm able to go and see how many days a month we're doing. So when you first come into this farm, guys, you won't get this cog. So the first time you come in, it's best to come in and go back out again, like F4 yourself back out, and then the next time you come in, you'll get the cog. We don't know why it does it, it just does. So it's 2 day months. Okay, cool. So we've got quite a lot of land. We've got all these fields here. We've got a couple of fields up here as well. I think they're mainly grass fields or so to augment the animals that are up here. My personal opinion is the rock collector or the stone collector should belong up here, because we've got the production 3 titsers up here, the farm production, and yeah, it's just easier to empty out up here and put it in the shed. You know, fuel up, put it in the shed. Doing good yourself. A little stiff, mate. A little stiff in the shoulder. I mean, but I've had me thing on this morning, and it's getting better. It's getting there. I'd say it's getting there. It's loosening up for the day. Bit of overuse yesterday with the racing, of course. Although it felt good all day yesterday. Gotta admit, you know, after I finished my hour, I could have easily done another 20 minutes, half an hour. So just say, if I needed to. So. Which is good, because it means, you know, if I wanted to do that ISAM race on a weekend sometime, which is a 2-hour race, I could probably do it if it's at an easy kind of track. When I say an easy kind of track, there is kind of different variations, which I call easy tracks, hard tracks. So Silverstone last week was kind of a hard track because of all the quick corners, so you're constantly fighting your force feedback, which is obviously, if I'm doing a left turn, is really put on the shoulder. Whereas yesterday's track, which was Nuremberg GP, isn't as bad. So why aren't you doing headlands first? Only time you don't do them first is when you're ploughing. I try, even though we don't have crop destruction on, I'm trying to learn to end the field properly. So the last few stages, the planting, the field rolling, I try to do it inside out. To be honest, I think ploughing, when you're ploughing the field, you can plough it anyway, because you still got to, after the ploughing, you still got to lime it, seed it, fur it, and all the other stages. So I tend to think the last 2 stages where you shouldn't be driving on what you've done is planting and rolling. That's my general opinion on it, you know. So yeah, planting and rolling, you don't go over your tracks again. Whereas, like I say, that the mulching or ploughing, yeah, I'm not terribly concerned about that, because you still got to go over it. I mean, the way we do it, as you probably know, Demonic, is you know, after the harvest, we either plow or mulch, depending what the field needs. In fact, it's just come up today saying that we should have plowed it, but it's too late now. So yeah, we either plow or mulch after harvest, and then we lime, cultivate that in, fertilize it, plant over the top, field roll it, field done. I say field done depending on whether we're using precision farming, which we're not on this, because it keeps fucking up. And I mean, it keeps fucking up. I mean, it probably works for a little while, and then all of a sudden we get, I don't know, like patches of the coloration. I plow every time I harvest, whether it needs it or not. The downside of that is you're taking all the nutrients out of the field, whereas if you don't need to plow it and you mulch it afterwards, you're actually putting nutrients in the field by mulching it. So you're kind of adding a very small fertilizing layer by mulching it in. And I bet you go, I didn't know that. But 'tis true. And I tell you which crop it does work well in: corn. So I was watching, I forget what I was watching the other day, and IRO farmers, what they do is they will jeopardize one of the harvests of corn. I say jeopardize it, it's not really jeopardizing it. They'll wait until like 2/3 of the way through the growth state, and then they'll chop it down for animal feed, so they actually get more money from it. And then they mulch it over, so it gives it a fertilizing state straight away, and then do all the planting stuff. So it kind of has a fertilizing state, and then they cultivate that fertilizing state in and do the rest of it. And it's kind of a cool thing that they found out what happens, you know what I mean? Although, you know, what they're doing with this stuff after they take it out of the field, the chopped up corn bits, because they take the whole plant, is they cover it over for silage. It's like corn silage. And like I say, they jeopardize part of the crop, but they actually get more of apparently they get more of a profit by doing it that way. Which, like I say, is quite smart in a way, you know, because as a farmer, IRO farmer, I mean, I'm not an IRO farmer, but as an IRO farmer, I imagine that, you know, you got to try and earn your pennies where you can. You know, and if that way works for you and you're gaining more profit out of your field, then every so often that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? Every so often you've got to do that, turn yourself back your money for your next year. Because if anybody's seen Clarkson's Farm, they will know that, you know, the first year Clarkson's Farm was on, what did they make? £1.12? Because what you do as a farmer, what you make from the year's crop at the end of the year, part of that goes back into your seeds, your fertilizer, any sort of herbicide and stuff that you need. And after factoring that in, they made £1 something for that year, or Clarkson made £1 something for that year after paying Caleb for the year. So yeah, farmers do not make a lot of money. They do it simply because they love doing what they do, and their reward is, say if they're doing, say, crop harvest, their reward for that is seeing the harvest before they chop it down. You know, seeing how good a job they've done, that's the reward. A bigger reward would be if they had a bigger money reward for it, but with the consumer wanting lower prices after the milling process happens, because they've got to earn money, the supermarket's got to earn money, and that, and all the all the people that are in between until it gets to your plate. Yeah, the farmer makes piss all. I mean, it looks like he's making a lot. I mean, you take it, what was season 3? The Durham wheat, was it? That makes pasta, or the beer. You know, that makes a shitload. But when they take it, when they're at the end of the year, when they're planning for the next year, the seeds and like I say, seeds, fertilizer, herbicide, when they take that back out, they fuck all every year. I mean, I think Clarkson said it itself. He's just in a lucky situation at the moment where he's earned lots of money, so he's got lots of spare cash. Although just recently, with all the plans that he's tried to do on the farm, he's kind of wasted a shitload. And now with the pub, you know, I think he's put, I would hate to say, 15 million into the pub. And it's not made that back yet, even though they're fucking super busy all the time. You know, he's not made that back yet. You know, pubs are like farms. They're very much sink a shitload of money in. And hopefully you get a good return by the fact that it's busy. And that's why so many pubs are going downhill now. Especially after the smoking ban, the indoor smoking ban for public places. You know, people are actually drinking less because they've got to go outside for a fag. It's a proven fact. You know? Because if they're outside smoking, they're not at the bar. You know? I think somebody did a study of it as well. They went to... Where was it first at the smoking ban? Was it Ireland? And for the first 6 months, Ireland was... The pubs were deserted. Where... Obviously, they were all outside smoking. So the outsides were busy. But the insides were deserted. Got better now. But when they brought it into the UK, it was very similar. But we've kind of adapted and got used to it. And, you know, the times that the pubs, the UK pubs suffer now is in bad weather. Where people can't sit outside and stuff away. Yeah, but pub prices charge for shit nowadays. It's not worth it when it's cheaper to get cans. Yeah, I totally agree. You know, it's cheaper to drink at home. Of course it is, always has been, than to go to the pub. But when you factor in that, you know, on an individual pint, that the pub itself only makes about 20 pence. You know, the rest of it is taxes and brewery costs and this and that and the other, you know. And the cleaning every week and the staff prices, the staff costs, you know, so per pint, the pub only makes, say, 20 pence a pint. It's shit. It really is shit. Hey Q, how you doing? Guys, Farmboy Q, feature glitch, and the Sunday Glitch community. If he pushes himself a little bit more of being active in Discord and that, he might make feature glitch. He might make stream team. Bit of advice there, Farmboy Q. I know it's difficult because of your time zone, dude, but yeah, if you're about a bit more and come into some more streams, you'll probably be considered for stream team. I think that's all you're missing, really, mate. Is time spent in everybody's streams, or at least a few more streams, and come into the Discord and just have a chat and stay around for a little bit. I know you're trying, but it's not just that, guys. I mean, if you want to be part of the stream team feature glitches, there is a application to do so if you're already in the community, and we look for different bits from different people. I mean, all applications are considered. But at the end of the day, it's kind of almost what you can bring to the stream team, something different. You know, because people ask, and I know maybe he's lurking. People ask, why did Az get stream team? He offers. He's not just a great streamer, which he is. There's no doubt about it. He's a good streamer. But he offers a network into the online stuff. So for a streamer, his knowledge of how Twitch works, how YouTube works, how Kick, whatever he uses works, and his knowledge on that is kind of invaluable. What do I bring as a stream team member? I bring what I bring. I'm me, you know, opinionated, fun-loving, hard-working, and I bring that aspect to the team. That's what I mean. That's what I feel I bring to the team. You know, adaptability, certainly adaptability. I mean, you've seen how many times I've subbed for Minute, subbed for Dav. You know, so definitely adaptability. And I'm willing to do, you know, I'm willing to help the community as well. You know, if somebody comes in and says, I've got a problem with this, if I know the answer to it, I help. You know, I jump straight in, I help. And I love doing it. I love, you know, I'm not big-headed when I do it. I just go in and try and give them my knowledge worth, and if it helps them out, you know, GG's. If I can't help them with their problem, I pass them on to somebody I think that can, when they're available, of course. And I don't just mean with tech stuff. You know, say if you're having trouble with Trucksbook or something, or you can't find your exe folders for Trucksbook to read your game. You know, that's quite easy. I know where they are. Pro mods, you know, knowing where to put pro mods, where to install it. That's kind of easy as well, depending if you want to play pro mods single player, pro mods TMP. I know, I can help out with that. I can tell you where to get the farming mods from. Hey Eric, how you doing? But I can't. Well, I can give you permissions for the farm when I'm on. Basically, if you're new to the farming community, you get minimum access. So you have vehicle access, you have contract access, and that's it. So you're able to help out with our fields. You're able to take contracts, and that's basically about it. You're not able to sell stuff until you become a valued member. I say valued member, a trusted member. So this stream down the bottom of here, guys, that video the other day, I was about to talk about it, and then we went down the other way, about the rod fishing. I think he's going to have to mod some fish to do in this, and put some fish in it. Because it would be a good lake to go down, spread out, and see if we can catch some fish. Good little pond there. And I think it goes off down the stream here. So yeah, fish would go up there and lay their eggs, because that's what fish do. They lay eggs, or most fish. Taking a trip to the village with the local tram. Milking cows route. What? Milking cow route, really? Okay, so I guess it passed through a dairy farm or something, mate. The tram. City to village. I'm guessing there's some reason why it's called milking cow route. Like I said, does it pass through an old dairy or something? Or an old cow, or an old cow farm? Maybe you should see some things going on. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? They're just getting the cows in to be done. You pass a farm when you pass on a farm when you something, and I guess that it's a dairy farm. That's kind of cool, actually. You know what's even cooler about dairy farms in general is the fact that the cows trust the farmer that much that all the farmer needs to do really is get their attention when it's milking time, and they just follow him into to the thing, so he can, you know, put the teats on and get the milk out of them. I mean, we already know that, you know, cows are dumb animals, but, you know, same as sheep, they're dumb animals. Not only sheep are dumb animals, they also go, you know, if you get one to go in a direction, they also go, where you going, mate? Hang on, wait for us. And they cry and they follow them. So we're going to start in this top corner, which means when we finish, we'll finish in this top corner, which means when we'll have to go all the way around the field when we finish. We've still got a field roller, and I think the roller at the moment is set for mulching. So we'll need to change that to field roller, and then this field will be done. We'll probably still use this tractor. What we'll do is we'll clean this thing off, clean the seeder off, we'll fill it back up again, and wash it off, and it goes up back over to that farm over there, doesn't it? I say that farm over there, the starting place where we started on this map. We started over there, then we bought that place, and Mr. H changed it and put the butchery in there. I mean, to be honest, I haven't seen it, but I'm guessing we've got an animal trailer, or we hired an animal trailer to take the animals down to the butchery. Right, headlands. Headlands. I mean, some of these headlands on the far on the bottom and top are probably going to be done, but theory, we'll just recover. Yep, all of our tractors on this farm are John Deere. Why? Because the dealership's John Deere. It's kind of what I've done as well on Saxingham. You know, so the Saxingham dealerships are all Claas. So on my Saxingham save, I've used Claas tractors. And when we're on there again midweek, we've got a problem. I say we got a problem. It fucking snowed, and it's about 11 o'clock or 11 o'clock dinner time, somewhere there, and the snow's not going to be gone till like 2 p.m. So yeah, we might have to wait before we can do anything. There's a few jobs there which can be done, I think, although I kind of did most of them the other day, like planting and ploughing and stuff. I think there's a cultivating job which we can do in the snow. But yeah, there's not many left. There's a lot of what's left there is harvesting. So yeah, we have though got the greenhouses which we were trying to get the other day. We've now got some. Managed to get 6. Is it 6 I managed to get? Is it 6 or 8 I managed to get? I can't remember, to be honest. It's either 6 or 8 greenhouses. So that should be good for wow, is that rain? Yeah, shit. I heard that even through my earphones. Well, you know, I've got a window just here. Oh, is that window open over there? I think it is. Right, 2 seconds. When we make this turn, I'm going to have to close that window over there, so... Let me take my ears off, so nobody do any sound alerts for the minute. Like I said, I think I've got a window open over there, and if the rain's hitting this side, I need to close it. Oh yeah, it's definitely raining. I can hear the cars outside, the water spilling off the tires. So we did part of this lane a minute ago. Just going to do the whole of it. Is that on there? Yep. Cool. Right. So we're just going to delete the camera. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Uh-huh. I'm back. Of course, you know I'm back because I'm removed. And some of you may be thinking that last line was not worth it. I don't want there to be a gap, and there probably would have been if I didn't do it. So yeah, seeding isn't so painful. You know, I'm nearly finished already. You know, I think this is this the last line now. Yeah, this is where I started. So yeah, straight out onto the last line. Boosh. And then all we've got to do is come over with the roller. The roller's about the same width as this. And again, we'll do ups and downs first, and then, yeah, if it goes the same, we'll end up over here, so we'll just come straight off when the rolling's finished. Like I say, I am trying to learn how to do it properly in case of crop destruction ever gets put on any of the farms that I'm dealing with. And then we've kind of done it. Like I say, I don't see, in my eyes, I don't see you need to do this way when you're ploughing. Because ploughing is basically ripping up the mud after harvest. Ripping the mud after harvest. And you still have to lime it, seed it, fertilize it, field roll it. With a lot of the products that are going back in. But in my eyes, it doesn't need. You don't need to do this every single time you come onto the field. Plus, apparently, according to somebody that I was speaking to as well, you know, because it's first lot of thing for the field, you know, it doesn't really need. You know, you don't really need to take care of it that much until you finished it. Right, we need to quickly do that bit there because there's a hole there. Quickly do that hole there. Like that. And then go back and do this one. And just watch for any gaps that appear. Because this is obviously this is where we up and downed it. Just made the turns. So after we finish doing this field, guys, what we'll do is we'll go into the job list and we'll just put in there that this field's been done. So we'll just go in and go, was it field 57? Yeah, we're just going to put a little message saying field 57 done. After the message I put in there the other last week to say that some bits still needed redoing. Right, there's going to be a gap there, so let's just cover that a second. Just bring it wholly into the lane. That'll do. Lift up, spin around, get back on the line. No crop destruction, so don't need to worry about that. Now where we go again. I have something I didn't want to get up. Well, I say I didn't want to get up today. I did want to get up because the shoulder was in pain, but I didn't want to get up because I don't know. I felt that I hadn't slept. Well, I haven't slept that much. But now that I've got up, had my first coffee. Oh. Yeah, nearly had my first coffee. Yeah, I'm awake now. And when I'm awake, I can't go back to sleep. I've tried before, you know. Well, my body says wake up, even if my head says no. It's not happening. No matter how hard I try, it's not happening. So I think the roller's over there, look. So we know where the roller is. We just need to go in and fill it up, fill it back up, and reset and redo and clean it, and then we put this away. I think it goes right next to it, actually. I mean, hopefully, when we get the rod fishing in, I know I keep speaking about it, but it is coming, and I'm a little bit excited about it because I'm a little bit excited to see how it's gonna work and be integrated and stuff like that into our farming or virtual farming. I think that's the most thing, just the best thing to say. You know, how is it going to be integrated into the farming? Because I know a few people aren't going to do the batch farm and they're just going to use it as a, I don't know, maybe a 10-minute streaming chill out session to just go and show a bit of farming. Whether it'll be a thing to go do all the time, I don't know. I don't know whether people want to see that, you know. I mean, it might be for a little while, you know, for 10 minutes or so every other stream, just to go down to the lake and have a bit of fish, to have a bit of chill time. I mean, because it will certainly give the streamer a chance to talk to his chat. Done. So refill the seed, which is going to be a pain in the ass because it means I got to unfold it. Hate this planter. Really do hate this planter. Because of that. And then it's got to go back over that farm. Then we've got to come over this farm to get the roller. And then after the rolling, this field's all done. And then we can take some contract cards from you if we have the contracts to do them. So we've, I don't know, say about 30 minutes. We'll be ready for contract cards. Say about 9 o'clock ish. Right, which one of these is seeds? One of these is seeds, I think. Right, I think that one's liquid fur. That one's solid fur. It could be, I think it's this one. No, is that not seeds? No, okay. Maybe it's the next one. Oh. Oh no, I've got it stuck. There we go. Oh, I'll close that up. Are you seeds? Oh, okay. Well, that's strange. I've never had that happen before. Where you can do it with it closed. Right, so all we need to do is wash it and take it back to the other farm. Because like I say, I'm going to use this tractor for the rolling. we'll just wash it, take it back, put it in the shed, come back here and wash. Done. Yeah, it needs washing as well. Anyway, Minwit, what are we up to today? Since you're kind of up early anyway. Sort out the mods for this farm, dude. Download the mod switcher. Get the links in one button, download. And then just before you come on every time, just do a quick update of the mods. Sometimes it will say, your mods are not completely up to date. Don't update them. Don't update them at all. Yeah, don't update them because obviously the server is the server, and obviously if they haven't been updated through the server, then yeah, don't update them. Which is why, you know, if you run multiple farms, the FSG mod switcher is fucking awesome. Yes, it's a bit of a pain in the ass if you're on a farm and you want to quickly switch to another farm. It's a pain in the ass then because you have to turn off the game. Turn off the game, switch the set of mods, put the game back in or on again. But it's a little bit time consuming if you say you've got 5 farms and you want to do a little bit on each. It's a little bit of a piss off then, but ultimately the mod switcher is very, very, very much worth having for, like I say, the reason that you can just choose which farm you want to come on. It just uses those mods that are in the thing. Oh, that's not the way, Matt. Next one. And yeah, where you go. I think this goes up the end as well. Yeah, it goes up the end because there's stuff in there. And guys, if you're not using mod switcher and you are on 2 or 3 different farms and you find that you do have a lot of mods in your folder that you have a choice of picking from all the time, and like I say, the mod switcher just makes it so much easier, especially if you're on, say, a farm for yourself or 2 farms for yourself. Say you're in a community, you've got a community farm and stuff like that. Morning, Wendy. How you doing, dude? And say you got another mate who wants you to go and help on their farm as well. Like I say, the mod switcher just helps for that. Right, let's get the roller on. Make sure it's field rolling. Let's go roll this field, and then that's that field done. Field was a little achy this morning after the race yesterday, but yeah. That's the second time I've been, I don't know, not a little bit achy. There's kind of like a shoulder cramp sort of thing. On the day, felt absolutely fine. Felt like I could do more than the hour. Saving leg. Come on, calm down. There we go. But today, I mean, if it goes the same as normal for today, for the first couple hours today, it's going to feel horrible. Nothing I can do about it. Gavin, good morning. How are you doing? Right, let's grab the roller. And let's roll this barley. Just need to make sure it's the field roller as well. It's on Mocher at the moment. I can see it's on the Mocher. Just woke up. Nice. All right for sun. Roller. Customize. And we want want the field roller. We want that one. No, back one. Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me. Hello. There we go. There we go, field roller. Beautiful. And now it says field roller, so we know we've definitely changed it to field roller. Let's go. We'll start from the corner this time, because like I say, I'm going to do the ups and downs first, and then we'll do the headlands afterwards. Steering, 2 should be enough. Push. Hello, calm down. Do your fucking beans. I heard about the race. Sorry to hear you didn't go to plan, but GG's you guys. Yeah, said he's going to contest it, mate. Said he's going to contest it because, according to him, he didn't put Baz on the roster, so it shouldn't have took him into thing, even though he's in the team as a driver. Obviously, said he reckons he didn't put him in the race roster, so he shouldn't have been in, even on the thing to be involved. So said he's going to contest it and see what they say. But if they say basically fuck you, what we're going to have to do is delete drivers. Obviously, there's only the 4 of us on it at the moment. So me, Chaos, Sedi, and Baz. So every race we're going to have to delete and hire drivers as we go, or like pre-realize who's driving, who's going to be driving that day, and then hire and fire for that individual race. So kind of like in 4 weeks time, no, it's not 4 weeks, 3 weeks time, we're thinking about doing a 4 hour of Nuremberg. I think it's the Nordschleife for that one, and doing an hour each. And for that one, Baz is going to be involved. So, like the week before, we just put Baz in the roster, or whoever wants to drive in the roster, and sort of take in whatever, or like in the week. It's a shitty way of doing it. You shouldn't have to do that, because when you go into a race, you go, if you're the one going in to set it up, you go, right, out of my team, I want these people to drive. So it should be only those 3 drivers that are involved. The only thing I didn't see myself was, obviously I didn't see Sedi push the buttons for the individual drivers. That's the only thing I didn't see. So maybe he was slightly tired and made a mistake and put Baz in the race. I don't know. I would say not being Sedi, because Sedi knows what he's doing. But, like I say, I didn't see it, so I can't comment. Stuart had issues yesterday too, and I'm sure I like the process, and I'm sure I like the protest process. Because if you get your DQ lifted, the race is over, you still lost, you're right. In fact, no, most of us gained rating. I've only lost safety rating because I was doing time trials in the time attacks, thinking that they count for time trials, and I went off the track a couple of times. But Other than that, I just didn't gain as much as I should have gained for that race. But hopefully, if they reinstate the race, they should reinstate everything. You know what I mean? For all the drivers involved. So yeah. So we'll see what happens. I mean, he said he can't put the thing into today. So at some point today he can put the protest in, and we'll see what they say over the next couple of days. I mean, it's going to be probably to, I don't know, Wednesday that we hear something. Yeah, hopefully it goes all right, mate. I mean, it's a shame to do. I mean, we managed to do a 3-hour race. Yeah, said he didn't do as many laps as we kind of wanted him to do, but then again, you know, when it was his turn to do it, he did a couple of laps and went, my knees feel fucked. I need another break. And, you know, because Chaos hadn't done his hour, I just said to Chaos, look, jump back in the car, mate. You know, fulfill your hour. If you feel tired at any time, I'll jump back in the car. And then we worked out that said he hadn't done enough laps and he felt up to jumping back in the car. So when we had the pit, we put Seti back in the car and he finished off the race for us. Because there's a certain amount of laps which each driver's got to fulfill when you're put in to do the race. And like I say, the only bit I didn't witness was, you know, the registering of the team. Like I say, it said he might have made a mistake. I doubt it, but it could have happened. That's the only way I can see them not giving us the race. As in, when they see the registration form, if Baz's name is on it, then he clicked everybody's name. And it's a mistake by Seti. But that's the only way I can say them dismissing it. It's still a long learning curve, mate. This is still new to a lot. Oh yeah, definitely, mate. I mean, I was just glad when I set it up last week, it wasn't my fault why the guys couldn't get in the car. According to Seti, they changed the way drivers go in to be in the race, which we didn't know about, and to be honest, Seti didn't know about either. So basically, say if I set it up for the guys to come in, they then enter through the team page. So there's a list on the left-hand side that says, in one of them says teams. So they enter through that. And if you've already been in as a driver, you just come into the race team. And you should be able to do what you want then. Morning, Linda. How's it going? But the race went well. So we started, I think we started 25th. There was an incident on the first lap. Basically a car span about 15 cars in front. He was right in the middle of the track. Everybody was splitting to go round him. And instead of holding his brakes, as I was going by him, the twat whacked it in reverse and whacked me off the track. And I span in front of everybody else and got potatoed, or meatballed. So I had to go into the pits, and I was in there about 4 laps, repairing. And then near the end of my stint, I span it. But I kept my cool the whole way, and, you know, it was a good learning experience. Like I said, the shoulder felt good while I was driving on that track, and I could have done probably about a half hour more if I was needed to. And then, of course, I had the rest for Seti doing, I think he did 5 laps, and then we realised he hadn't done enough. Chaos did his hour, well, he did over an hour. No, Chaos went in and did like 50 minutes, and then he got disconnected. Said he went in the car and did a bit, but then he said his knee was aching, so we got Chaos back in the car to finish off his hour. And then when we realised said he didn't have enough laps, we got him back in the car and he did the end. So I was quite prepared to go back in the car. I was watching and lurking through it. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know why. Well, we know why we got DC'd at the end. We got DQ'd at the end, sorry. We know why that happened, but we don't know kind of why it happened. Windy, thank you for your Prime sub, my dude. Wow, that's 9 months. No, Maggie. Oh, a Windy Matt. Yes. Yeah, we know why we got DQ'd, but ultimately, it's going to sound strange. We don't know why, because the fourth driver wasn't included in the race drivers lineup. We have a Mad G baby. Come on, save. Stop stuttering. I didn't get this the other day. I wonder what they've added. That's because there was some new mods in, or maybe updates of mods. And the last time I was on here, who was the fourth driver? Baz. But according to SETI, when he registered the team, he only registered 3 drivers. But at the end of the race, it said all drivers hadn't completed, and we were like, why? You know, we only registered 3 drivers. And he said he's going to protest it and say, look, we only registered 3 drivers. We know we've got 4 in our team, but we only registered 3 for the race. You know, what's going on? So we may still get reinstated. We may not. We don't know. But what it means is, just to be safe, is before each race, you know, if they're doing that, we're going to have to delete drivers out of the roster for the team, which is shit. You shouldn't have to do that, because, you know, that's the idea of registering the team and your drivers before, when you register for the race. You know, you go in, you register, as you know, Linda, and then you get a list of drivers in your team that you go, right, he's driving, or she's driving. And that's who's racing for the race. And, you know, if they're then going, oh, yeah, you've got X amount of players in your team, they should be doing a few laps. No, I didn't say they were racing. Go away. The only thing I can think of is maybe, I mean, he says not, and I trust SETI, but maybe because he was quite tired, maybe he did hit Baz's name as a driver. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. But like I say, I doubt it. Tarpon, how you doing, buddy? Peekaboo, how are you? But like Windy said, it is still a learning curve for most of us. I am enjoying the races that we're doing. I don't think I'm going to enjoy the next one. I have tried Okayama in the GT3s. It's not very easy. It's not very easy. No. And I tell you for why. Submarines are made of metal. Mostly. And to be honest, a lot of submarines now are not diesel engines, they're nuclear powered. And I don't think you really want to say a female's nuclear powered. Holy shit, you imagine that? Jesus. A nuclear powered woman, you'd never get them to shut up, would you? Sorry, Linda. And Chris, I realise you're in here too. And they're both thinking the same thing right now. What a cunt. So guys, this is the last little bit for this field. So after this, we do have some contracts we could run through. Well, there's a lot of contracts to do, actually. We may skip the day, so it's daytime, because we're on 2-day months. There's nothing else to do on our farm. Yeah, so there's nothing to do there. And the 2 fields up there, there's nothing to do. So what I'm going to do is skip the day, so I'm not working at night, and then we'll have a look at the contracts again, and you guys will have a chance to play cards if you got them. don't play them yet, because if I skip the day and all of a sudden your contract disappears, you'll be upset. Because that'd be lost a card. So I am on the community farm, guys, which is Montana times 4. It's been quiet on the farm recently, but we have had push month last day today, guys. If you're hoping to do miles for the VTC on ATS for push month, do them today, 11 p.m. It resets. Is it 11 p.m. Windy, or is it 10 p.m. because it's summer? Well, whatever time, get your miles in. I know I'm not getting my miles in, but I've already done my 100k, so it's fine. I know a few of us were hoping we'd get over the ETS mileage. But yeah, we only got halfway. Which is kind of puzzling. But when you look at the numbers, it kind of isn't as well. $11 today, is it? Thank you, Wendy. So, guys, if you're on ATS today, hoping to get your last few miles in to count for the push month, come on, calm down. Probably a save, because it happens every 15 minutes. Yeah, 11 p.m. today, UK time. Guys, get those miles in. Your job has to be complete before 11 p.m. And when I say before 11 p.m., at least like 3 minutes before, not bang on. If you put it in bang on 11 p.m., by the time it swifts over to the web page to count, it will probably be next month mileage. And I'm almost sure next push is scheduled for December, which is Christmas month, obviously. 117 days, something like that, to go for Christmas, till Christmas. I think it's something like that, anyway. Don't panic. You probably won't see Christmas stuff in the shops just yet. We've got to get Halloween out of the way first. Strange how it works out. We get one holiday out of the way, the shops in the UK, and they immediately go to the next one. So yeah, at the moment, it's it's coming up to Halloween, so the Halloween stuff's in the shops. As soon as Halloween gets out of the way, boom, Christmas. Home Bargains has Christmas stuff already. Jesus. And then straight after Christmas, say about New Year, they'll get the Christmas stuff out the shops. Boom, Easter stuff. Easter stuff out of the way, summer stuff. Oh, we might be missing a bit here. I mean, we might not be, but obviously the thing curves around. Always get that one shot which goes early on the Christmas stuff. I don't hate Christmas at all. I absolutely love Christmas. And the reason why I love Christmas is I get it to spend it with family. You know, we go and have a family dinner. And it's a good time. It really is. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Windy G is on the radio. So if you would like a request, exclamation SR-request followed by title and artist, of course, in my chat. You don't need to go anywhere. And while Windy's... Oh, he's already activated it. Okay, no worries. I thought I deactivated it. So yeah, get your song requests in, peoples. Christmas is just a way over a hyped holiday, to be honest. I mean, it is. You know, it's gone far too commercial. But since, you know, quite a lot of our family now, or my family and the wife's family, are a little bit older now, you know, we've got some grandkids running around, and there's still some kids running around, so we make a big effort with them. But we use it as as it should be, you know, old school. Let's get the family together. Let's have a lunch together. Let's, you know, get some good vibes going, play a few games, and just do what Christmas is supposed to be all about. You know. And that way, that's why I love the Christmas holiday. You know, I spend, or we spend Christmas Day and Boxing Day with family. When we know why not do that anyways? Why wait to do it one time in the year? We do it all the time, mate. But you know, there's certain people in the family that, I don't know, are really busy with their jobs and stuff. So, you know, we don't get a chance to really see them throughout the year. I know it's a, you know, terrible thing to say that we don't see a member of the family for maybe 6-8 months of the year, but you know, we'll make sure we have a good catch up Christmas Day, Boxing Day. We'd like to see them a bit more, but you know, they're busy. And they're doing stuff with their mates as well, so you know, you can't just say it's all about me. Cassie223, thank you very much for your follow. You know, they've got their own lives, so you can't just say it's all about, you know, what you want throughout the year. Although it would be nice, but hey. Thank you for the disco. Not only does it put lights on the screen, it also flashes my lights as well. When he cut himself off. Don't worry, guys. I do exactly the same. You just press the button a little bit early to come back in, and whoop, I'm gone. It's easy to do. I like this. Get rid of Kitty in the middle. Just don't care. There we go. Now we got it. Don't forget, guys, if you want to mess around with Streamleets cards, whether it be the farming, trucking, snow running, road crafting. Yep, we are playing Roadcraft again. They seem to have sorted out all the lagginess from the online gaming. Hopefully the next update doesn't wreck that. The new maps should be out soon as well, if you have the rebuild editions. I'm closing on completing that last map on the normal stages. Just a few bits to go. So we just got to go down here and over to that corner, far corner over there, and then we're done on the field. It's all done. What I should just do, just exit out of here, go to the farming list, into the farming messages, and just put F57 done. There we go, sorted. And that way, anybody coming in now knows that build 57 is completely done. Last little bit. Then we'll take this back in. I think we will skip the day as well to, like, I don't know, It'll be July. No, it'll be June the 2nd. I don't know, 6 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And then we'll have to see what fields needing. I mean, we shouldn't have any fields that need doing because it's the 2nd day of the month. So, you know. Let's take this back and clean it. Doing the tractor. But yeah, that's that field done. So it's only took me a stream and a bit to do a field. And like I say, somebody came on and fertilized it, but they didn't read the job list before they come on because they should have cultivated it first. I feel like I'm shouting. I've got Windy up a bit loud. Turn it down a little bit. I don't know why I always come around this way before I refuel. I think it's because it's easier to park everything afterwards. I have not heard or played this in so long. Yeah, I mean, I think it was from what, 2 weeks since I've been on the community farm. And when I come on, I did a few contracts and then realized we had that field to do, so I started that off. So I harvested it and started the turnaround of it. And yeah, I put it in chat because I didn't finish it. And obviously, when somebody else came on and did some fertilizing on that field, they didn't cultivate it, so they didn't read the message because the message clearly says cultivate first. Oh, I didn't. I'll refuel tomorrow. I'm going to probably use the same tractor. But what we'll do is we'll just stay in the tractor and we'll go over to the house and respawn the day. Like I say, about 6:30 in the morning. I think I'm gonna do. I could have gone to the fuel station near the home base, near the home farm. But yeah, somebody came on and did a bit of fertilizing on that field. Didn't put it in the chat. Didn't cultivate it. So yeah, like I say, I'm guessing they didn't read the job list. Let's go over the farm. Skip till morning, and then we'll see what's there. After we do, guys, I'll give you 60 seconds to play a card for it to become activated, and then I'll just pick a contract if there's none of our stuff to do. I think about 6:30 is kind of good enough. I think it'll be the 2nd day in July anyway. Come on, calm down. Like I say, this wasn't happening the last time we were on the farm. And I know this was happening a lot to Tav the other day on one of the Saxingham maps, or one of the Saxingham playthroughs that he had. And he's got a beast of a computer, so... And I'm sure he said to kind of get rid of it, he deleted all the mods out of his folder, redid the game, and put them back in. Something like that, anyway. Oh, that's not the house. The house is the other side. What is that shed? I've never actually been to it. I wonder what's in there. 8 o'clock? No, that's that'll do. 6 o'clock. Right, we'll just wait for the map to load and see if we got any of our shit to do. Is it light enough? Oh yeah, it's fucking light. Sun's out already. Jesus. Okay. None of our stuff to do. By the looks of it, Field 49 will be ready next month. So this one here will be ready next month. So we'll have to watch out for that. And if anybody's coming on the map, they're going to have to watch out for it. So we've got some cultivating, we've got some fertilizing, we've got some harvesting, we've got some hoeing, we've got some sowing, stone picking, and wood transport. If you have any of those cards, guys, you now have 60 seconds while I jump in the tractor and turn the fucking lights off. There we go. What we'll do in the meantime is we'll just take this tractor back over the other side. And then, yeah. We'll decide what we want to do. I might do that stone picking because we get the stones for us. Where is the stone picker? Don't think it's here. I've got a modding on my game that allows me to see the old way of everything. So all I have to do is like look up trucks or stone pickers or something like that, and it straight away takes me there. A lot quicker too. What is it? Which one do we have? Where's it gone? We did have a stone picker. Oh, there it is. Scorpio. Yeah, that one there. View on map. Oh, it's over there. Okay. So yeah, if nobody plays a card, guys, we're going to do some stone picking up at what I call the stadium field, because it's kind of like an oval, like a stadium. Not ours, it's a contract, so we get 20 grand for collecting the stones, but we get to keep the stones. So, all gravy. Morning, Tav. How we doing, buddy? Wow, getting 2 shout-outs, Jesus. But always worth it. If you're not already going over to watch Tav, if you haven't got him on your follow list, you absolutely should have done. Getting one of them while playing Faz can't be nice. Right then, so nobody chose a contract for me to do, so let's go in stone pick. So that field's all done. 57 is now complete. Let's do this one. Was that you, Wolf, was it? Scaring him during Faz? Fucking horrible, that is. To be honest, I've only played Faz like a couple of times. In fact, I think my character's still got the really old equipment. I literally did the tutorial and went, I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, I understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be trying to kind of find the ghost and guess what the ghost is, but the equipment was so old that you got to use that I'm like, oh, was it Mrs. D? Also funny that Tav got jump scared while reviewing clips. Uh-huh. Everybody thinks it's funny when it doesn't happen to them. Not mine that time, but I lost count how many I've done. You've got your timing has got a lot better, Wolf, since you joined the community. You know, the times that you've got me minute, it's fucking unreal. I'd have trouble counting them. In fact, because we're going past the thing, guys, the whiskey factory's coming up first. So we'll go in and check that. It's not due to be sold for, I think it's 2 months, I saw. So yeah, we'll go in and just check the pallet situation in here. But this is going to make us bank, guys, really is. So it's not here. It's on the other side. This isn't our truck either. So here's how much product we got lined up waiting. Quite a lot to be sold. That's not till, I think we got like 2 months to sell them until best price. It's this next one that's next month. So the brewery, which is in here, it's on the other side again. Like I say, this is due next month, best price. And we've been working hard to get the barley in here to make as much as we can. Mr. H is going to have an absolute field day with this. So on the right, look, is what we've got lined up, ready to be picked up. And it comes out on the left there, look. So nice bit of money coming up. Should be a nice bit of money. Right then, let's go find where we're supposed to be going. Over to the. Okay, I get to it by going up there and round. Okay, yeah. I gotcha. You've got it coming when you stream? Maybe. You never know, Wolf, because you'll probably stream when we're asleep. You might not get it. You know what I mean? Maybe. If you pick your time carefully, like I say, a lot of us won't even be awake that you've done it to in the UK. You know, we'll all be asleep. Not been up here yet since coming on, and like I say, like since the last time I was on here, we did have a video update, so I was expecting a little bit of stutteriness. Happens every time. Every time there's a video update, when you come back on the farms, there's every farm there's a little bit of stutteriness. So, the only thing I don't know about with this field is how to get into it, because it's surrounded by a railway track. So I don't know how to get into it, but we'll figure it out. It's this one just up here on our left. Yeah. Oh, is that how to get in? There's a little laneway just off the main road. That could be the way to get in it. Well, we'll find it in a minute. We'll find it in a minute before we get off it. I reckon about 3 for this thing. That'll be a nice term, wouldn't it? So we'll try and keep a note of where we are in the field. And we'll keep a lookout for the way out. Although occasionally I do take the little shortcuts like you just see me do, I don't like doing them. I really don't. I mean, no matter how many people now say bullshit, I really don't. I'll use the roads quite often now. I've sort of set my stone picker up on Saxingham like this one, so it does a tiny bit extra, but not much. I don't like the animation of it picking up without it being there. So yeah, you know, you can see the arms are only halfway out to what's actually picking up. Kind of okay, but it can go like 3 times wider, and I don't like that. I don't like the animation of it disappearing without the vehicle or the trailer arms actually being out there to touch the ground. I don't like that. I don't like the animation of it to doing it. So this is where I thought the way in was. This is on the map. It looks like there's a little sort of little lane coming in about here. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing there. So that's not the way in. But where's the way in? I've not seen it yet, unless I have, unless it's came up, but I wasn't watching. Because, like I say, I'm going to exit that way. I'm not going to go over the railway track to get out of here. And like I said, all this will go into the 3 tits production to make some lime. And I think if there's a wash bay up near 3 tits, I think I'm going to leave the stone picker up there. And the reason being is that otherwise I'll have to drive it all the way back to put away. You know, if we're going to do stone picking, I feel we should just pick it up, take it to the field, boom, get it offloaded, offload it, wash it, put it away. And yeah, up there would seem more sense to do that. Well, I've nearly done a round and I've not seen a way out. Unless, like I say, we went past it and I missed it, which is a possibility. But I missed it. Oh, is that it over there? From the BGA? Chucky's song. Yes, it is. Look, you're coming through the BGA. There's a lowered bit just to our right now. So you're going in out through the BGA. Okay, I have to remember that. Alex, good morning. Been lurking a while. This song reminds me of Wolf of Wall Street. Was it in Wolf of Wall Street? I don't remember. And I've watched it a good number of times. I like Wolf of Wall Street. I think it's a cracking film. It wasn't, but the song does. Okay. You watched it last night. I think it's a cracking film. About how high-powered executives could, if they really wanted to, you know, really play the system. Not saying that they do, but you know, if they wanted to, they probably could do it and get away with it for a longer while. Oh look, a train. Tilly puff, tilly puff, tilly puff. Come on, calm down. The last time I was on this farm, I wasn't getting this. Unless that was saving lag. Because, yeah, that's a thing. With a server. Anytime it saves, it has to upload to the server. So you have the possibility of a little bit of lag. Did you ever watch The Big Short, where American banks and here crashed in 2008? No. No. I only really watch Wolf of Wall Street because it's fun. I think it's just a shame that Matthew McConaughey didn't sort of have a bigger part. Yeah, he was how. Yeah, he taught the character Jordan Belfort exactly what he knew about the game of becoming a really high-class broker. And yeah, got Jordan into drugs as well. So without that bit of training, you know, I doubt if the Jordan Belfort would have become A, successful, and B, would have got into using hard stuff. I mean, he might have done, because obviously, if he did get successful, you know, you still might have done it. It was funny when he was in the car, he drove down that mile from the country club to his home, and he thought he drove home fine, but really, oh yeah, he was so shit-faced he crashed into everything. I likes when he flies the helicopter with his helicopter instructor, and he basically smashes the helicopter on the ground, and then falls in the pool and wakes every fucker up because the alarm goes off. Or the funniest bit is when his wife's teasing him with no underwear on, and he's got that camera in the teddy bear. So So she's trying to tease him, thinking she's fucking getting away with it, and all of a sudden he says, "But see the bear? See anything different about it?" And he says, "Hi guys." He's like, "Oh shit." There's tons of good bits in that film. There really is. If I had that amount of money that he has in that film, would I abuse it like that? No. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't abuse it like that. I mean, the dude, and his character in the end has so much money. He's got money upon money. Um, whoa, 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 whoa. Steady, Josephine, steady. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'd buy the things that I really want, but I wouldn't abuse it. Yeah, but you wouldn't get the money if you don't have the lifestyle? Not, yeah, maybe. Why have I got no middle bits? Oh, weird. I've still got no middle bits. What the fuck? Hello? Give me some middle bits. What the... What's going on? I've got no lines. I've got no center lines. Where's the line caller? I'm just seeing whether this works. Turn them off and turn them back on again. No, they don't. That didn't work. And because I reset my thing, I haven't got the buttons for welcome to multiplayer. This has never been a thing, mate, on this farm. Never been a thing that the lines disappear. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the lag might be an easy thing to sort. You know, that just might be, like I say, the first time I come on after in a video update, and it's just playing up. It just could be that. So the next time I come on, it's absolutely fine. But this no lines. That's weird. Really weird. Did you press return? Not escape when you did it? Yes, I pressed return, Alex. No matter what I do, there's no center. Hold the line. Yeah, no matter what I do, there's no center lines. Ah, there we go. Right, let's put that back to 0. What? Okay. So, put it on automatic, doesn't work. Put it on 0 degrees, working. Interesting. I say interesting, not that really. It's not really interesting, but yeah. To be, no, I ain't not as bad as I used to be. So, gonna have to watch that. If we're doing anything and the center line's disappeared, just take it off automatic and put it on 0 degrees. Obviously, depending on what the degrees field is for the field normally. Because every field will be slightly different depending on direction they go. So this one's 0 because it's an up and down. Doing a long field that way, it could be 90 degrees or 180. Sorry, 270. So just got to watch it. We worked it out. It's no big deal. And like I say, the lag I'm getting, some of it will be saving lag, some of it will be because I'm in a slightly wider part of the map than I was in over there. It could be still shaders filling in. So, you know, when we log out next after stream and come back in, we'll see if that settles. And some of you will say, well, why don't you just quickly log out and see if it is that? Because I don't know whether the shader cache is full yet for this map. There's no way of telling whether it's got all the shaders filled in or not for this map. So one thing I did do, Tav, if you're still monitoring or having your first coffee or whatever, I did forward the day, and I'm sure you were lurking for that. Our fields are done for the moment. We do have one field next month to be done, and also next month the beer will be ready to go to sale because it'll be best price. Oh well. Windy's playing a lot of the songs off of the F1 movie album. There's also another one that's really popular. Forget what it's called. Is it Peachy's been asking for it lately? Tay McCall, is it? That song's off this. Our song's off of the F1 album as well. I suppose the good thing about it is we're not too far from the 3-tip production to empty this out if we need to. I mean, I doubt if we do, we'll need to. By the looks of it, we've got 20 grand filling, which is not overly much. I mean, if this is the mod I think it is, it can go up to 200,000 litres, and it's not that one. We haven't done it that much. If you've got the Colossus pack, there's also one of these in the Colossus pack. stone pickers that can do unrealistic. So it can, I think it do like a 50-meter pickup, 200,000 liter capacity. I don't like using that one. I really don't. It looks too cheaty. I don't mind using occasional cheaty stuff, but stuff that looks really cheaty on screen, like, you know, picking up four lines beside you either side without the machine actually touching that bit of the field. No, I don't like that. I really don't like that. And also going super speeds. I don't like that either. I mean, a little bit faster, yes, but not super. You know, so for instance, I'll use the Colossus Harvester, which can harvest at about 40 mile an hour. Do I like using the 40 mile an hour? No. I try and calm it down to about 15 max. Because I feel the harvesting can be done at that speed. You know, in real life too. I mean, I've seen Millennial harvest at 11 and 12 mile an hour, doing certain stuff. So I know it's probably possible that you could do it at 15. So even if I'm using the unrealistic headers, I try and calm it down. Ah, that's a great song, Nate Smith. Don't forget, guys, if you want to get your songs in the Big Top 30, I'm not sure whether today's counts for today's chart, but if they do, you're able to get them in, guys, by requesting exclamation mark SR dash request followed by your artist and title, or title and artist, whichever way you want to do it. The problem, the quicker you go, the more chance you have of losing. Don't think that's the case with the stone picker. With some of the forage harvesters, the forage trailers, yes, you have a chance of it bouncing off the ground and missing some. I've never had that problem with the stone picker, although, like I say, I don't use it myself to that extent. You know, I try and keep below 15 mile an hour no matter what I'm using. So like with the Colossus Harvester that I've got on Saxingham, I've already got the cruise control dialed down to less than 15 mile an hour. In fact, I'm using normal headers on it, so as soon as I'm working, it's down to whatever the header can do. So with the MacDon pickup, it only does like 7 mile an hour. On the MacDon harvesting header, it does like 12 mile an hour. So it's kind of restricted to what the headers can do. I know a few of you are going to go, well, why use it if you're restricting the speed anyway? Capacity. That's all I'm using it for, is capacity. So I can basically get a field in the harvester without... Because I'm playing it on my own, you know, although I am trying to be semi-realistic, it's more efficient if I can grab the whole field in one go. Like I say, semi-realistic. In fact, when I get in front of where I need to be, I'm planning to do some silage. And I'm not sure whether it's quicker to bunker it, because I do have a bunker. I think I've got a bunker somewhere. If not, I'll just use the one at the BGA. To bunker it, or put it through 3 tits. Is you can store and it makes hay, but I'm not sure whether it's quicker to do it either or. Because obviously bunkering it takes a couple of months for it to go off. Come on, steady, steady, steady. Don't zoom ahead. That's saving lag, because that was 15 minutes from the last one, so that's saving lag. That was really extreme compared to how it normally is. I normally get just a few blips with the saving lag, I don't want to get it to that extent. Like I say, it could be an introduction of the, like I say, the shader cache filling up and the saving lag. So next time, normally it's better. And like I say, normally, I know you guys will go, well, just exit out and come back in and you'll find out. We might do that. We really might do that. End of the row. What I'll do is save, come out and go back in. See if it is that. The loading is slightly long, which is why I kind of didn't want to do it in the first place. But we have got like over an hour to go. And if that happens every 15 minutes, it might start getting annoying because like it's going to happen 4 times. Alright, so let's just make the turn. Save you. Just rejuvenate everything. Do I want to quit? Yeah. I'm just going to go to my home screen and then reload from scratch. Yeah, that's the best way of doing it. It says downloadable content. Don't worry about that. I'm on the server. So I'm using the mod switcher, guys. It's switched on. It's active. So anytime I load up now, it's just the drivers for the community farm. So I've got my mods separately. Guys, I've just read on the SR presenter chat. I can't go into this, but he still, Ewok still has a few codes to give away for the birthday stream. So it says any presenters today who are going live, he has 2 codes for ships at sea, 1 code for Grub Truck, 3 codes for big supporter pack, the 5M server busted. 5 codes for $20 on Transport Tycoon eStore. So at some point today, the guys will be doing competition. So please go and listen, at least listen and see whether you can get involved in that. As a presenter, I can't. So yeah, there's 11 codes to give away. I think the only one I would like is Ships at Sea. And I'm not entirely sure about that, but I think the only one I'd like about that is Ships at Sea. I'm not really interested in 5M servers. Not because I'm no good at them. I've been in a couple now. They just require too much time invested in playing. Because you've got to build up your character from scratch, so your character basically flies in, has nothing, and you need to build him up. You know, money, get him known around the city, and stuff like that before your kind of day-to-day stuff then just becomes kind of automatic. You know, you fly in, you do your bits, you fly back out again, kind of a deal. And I think if I was to go in a server now, I'd probably go in the one that the guys are in. It seems like it's really easy to gain money. I mean, the guys are like, I don't know what they're doing. They're going into a mine and fucking mining a shitload of stuff. And yeah, one of the guys, he was only in there for like a couple of hours and he's already got 4 or 5 cars. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't get me wrong, guys. You can still get robbed on the way to I don't know, turning it into money or however you're doing it. This is the time-consuming bit of it, right? We got a little bit of shader loading because it's obviously reinitialized the map again. Wow, that's a big fucking word for them, isn't it? Reinitialize. Come on, give me the prompt. Give me the prompt. What we'll do is we'll just jump straight in the stone picker, start the stone picking again, and we'll wait for everything to load as we're doing the work. Might just slow down a bit. Where are you? Okay, that's still on. Right, it'll be a little bit jittery for the first couple of minutes, guys, because I've reloaded in. But after everything catches up and loads, it'll be fine. Should be fine now. We'll still get the save lag after 15 minutes. After every 15 minutes, but it's just what it is. But it should be a lot better now. We shall see. Calm down. Yeah. Well, that was a... If that was saving lag, that was a quick save. And chill. Might have to start doing my exercises again. Maybe that'll while I'm racing, that might every day just move it around. Very easy exercise. I'm supposed to do them like 3 or 4 times a day, but I don't. And all it is basically, you know, move the ball joint in the cup. Just rotate it around. I asked them about if it was a rotator cuff injury when I first got diagnosed, and they went, no, definitely frozen shoulder. Like, okay, so you're not treating me for the wrong thing. They went, no. And considering it, they reckoned, or estimations were, I should be ready to go back to work in 8 weeks' time. Yeah, that's fucking gone out of water, isn't it? Why? Because I still can't reach fully straight up. I still can't reach the bus mirrors to be able to change them to where I need them. Because all drivers have their mirrors in different places. And the first thing you do as a driver is make sure they're in the right place for you. And many thanks to Windy, actually, today for going on the radio, giving us some music to listen to while we're farming. He didn't have to, but he's there. Like I say, if you want to support Windy, give him something to do, exclamation SR-request, followed by title and artist, and we'll get a request in. Welcome, mate, welcome. Also, guys, we found out, if you weren't listening at the start of the show, after the race yesterday, I needed 4 time trials of 4 races from the class races I'm in to actually get my next license before the end of the season. I've recently learned that time attacks aren't time trials, so I can't do them. Also, if you do time trials from another class, they don't count either. So they have to be A-class races, which is basically GT3s. And obviously different tracks. Well, at least I think different tracks. I might try today going back into Nuremberg and doing another time trial and seeing if that counts. If it doesn't count, then it needs different tracks, which means I won't get my A license before the end of the season. Well, I still might because I'm over 3, so I still might get it by the end of the season. But I haven't done the races and that yet. Because that race that we did yesterday, I think would have counted, but obviously we got DQ'd. And hopefully we hear good news about that Tuesday. I don't know if they work on a Sunday, guys. Like I say, City at about 11 o'clock. I think the time's over by then, so yeah, he can put in the thing, and then if it says it takes maybe a couple of days for us to review and stuff, and hopefully he puts in a good explanation. They reinstate the points and stuff. So, and if they do his, they should do ours. When I say ours, mine and Chaos's. Which will be before the end of the season, so all gravy. If not, to be honest, now that I'm up into B license and A license, there's a few races where I can do and not. Oh, hello. That's saving lag, definitely. No. There's a few races where I can do and not do because of the licenses, but not many. I mean, Pro's basically LMP races, which are really quick cars. The LMP cars have also got really big downforce on them, so yeah. So there you go, guys. We've got an hour of Windy, then we've got an hour of DJ Pat, Awesome 80s. So get your requests in. Windy, if you're requesting the Windy, it's anything, exclamation S or dash request followed by Titan and artist. Next hour when DJ Pat takes control, it'll be 80s only. I do enjoy DJ Pat's. No, he normally does 2 hours, but he hasn't. I guess he didn't book in until today, because normally his shows are automatically booked. But he's had a break, so he got taken out of rotation for a little while. But I'm glad he's back. I did ask a few weeks in where the fuck he was, and the answer I got was he's taking time out. So I can respect that. Slow down. That's not saving lag. That's too early. So we're still getting a bit of jitteriness. It's your morning, Sadie. How you doing, dude? I'm guessing you've not been to bed yet, brother. It's your current class. So if you're B, you do 4B races or 4 time trials. Yes, that's what I'm having trouble with, Sadie. Finding 4B class time trials, because the way you got to enter the time trials is in through the official races, and then take the time trial from there. The downside is there's only kind of one track at the moment that's open, that's there to be done. I thought you could do it through time attacks, but no, you can't. Got to go into the race, hit the down arrow, and go in that way. I had to look it up to figure it out. I really had to look it up to figure it out. Next week's long race is going to be a hard one, I think. Okayama's a tight and twisty circuit, so I think it's going to be a hard one. I mean, there's 2 straights. It's got kind of a back straight, and then of course the main straight. Everything else is just fucking bliss. And I'm sure one of the mods will give Sediment Experience a shout out in a minute. Very kindly took me under his wing for enduro races. And although we've done 3 and not really got anything from them yet, it's been a great little learning curve. So there it is, guys. If you haven't done already, click the heart on the top. He does stream a bit on Twitch. He also streams on YouTube. I say streams on YouTube. Posts videos on YouTube. He's just posted another one just recently about mowing, I think it was. About your thoughts on mowing. But yeah, go watch it. Yeah, that's what community spirit's all about, dude, and it is if somebody's interested in something and you know about it, you kind of go, come with me, dude. Let's show you and get you interested. And that's what I love about this community, because there's so many different walks of life, so many different people's interests in this community. It's a great thing to see. Soon Sim. Oh. My farm is sticking. Oh, it is working. Engine switch off wouldn't work. I don't know why, but engine switch off wouldn't work. I tell you what I'm thinking about doing, Sedi, is a real life playthrough on either ATS or ETS on single player or on somebody's server. I know Tav was thinking about doing it the other day as well, and I've been thinking about it for ages actually, going back through and doing a single player kind of no mods playthrough, although I get bored with no mods. Or maybe I just join somebody's server. I don't know. I don't know which way I want to do it. You know I'm crazy. I just can't see. I do like a bit of Britney Spears. To be honest, before she got really into sticking stuff up her nose, she was, you know, good-looking female. Oh, is that going a bit too far? I'd have to develop a new character for that as well, if I was to do that. Go in totally from scratch. And just single player it out. And totally do it real life, you know? Binds on. Fatigue on. Everything. So, it might be a little bit boring. In a case of, you know, I'm gonna have to drive a lot slower. So, you know, if I'm doing it on Euro Truck, a lot of European roads are 50, not 56 or 60. And obviously, if I'm doing it myself, then it'll be on a convoy. I'll put it on a convoy mode all the time that I do it. So if anybody else wants to come in and drive around, they're quite welcome to. Come on, calm down. I've not been over this far, so that little bit of lag might have been NVIDIA cache. Right, Free Tits is way over here, I think. Yeah, there it is. I can just see it over there. I'm pointing to it. You can't fucking see it yet, probably, but it's just to my right now. So this is where I think the stone picker should stay. I think it should stay up here now. Because obviously we empty out and then we just wash and put it away. Although it doesn't really matter where it stays, I suppose. So let's take it back. Come on, stop fucking give me that little laggy shit. That's doing my nutting now. Right, let's take this back to the other farm. We'll wash it down now. Back the contract in as well. So that I can't bother to put the foot down. Let's just put the cruise control on. Give the tractor and that a wash. Fuel up. Probably got enough time to do one small contract, like a cultivating or a hoeing or something. Like a small field cultivating, not a fucking humongous one. So to be honest, if we're going to do another contract, I'm not going to fuel it. I'll just take it back and wash the stone picker, put it away. If we're hoeing, we don't need to have a massive tractor. We can do it with this one. And then we'll just, before we finish with it, we'll do it. We'll wash it then. Just remember, guys, if you are coming on the community farm, please go to the Discord, look at the job list first. And if there's a certain order that has been put in chat to do certain fields, remember to do it in that order. And also, after you use the equipment, remember to wash clean. Wash clean, that's the same thing. Hey, so how you doing, brother? Right, easiest way back to farm is to go right to the end of here, take a left, down through the main town where the shop is. Then take a left and then a right, and then follow that down to the holding shed. I'm not allowed to enter this. Flower? There's no restricted for entrance. Is it a flower? Oh, yeah, there is an actual flower for Japan. Oh, fuck, what is it? It's, oh, Jesus, what's that fucking... The host can't enter. Cherry blossom. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it features in, The Last Samurai. Yeah, not too bad, mate, not too bad. Yep. Every happy is shape. That's why I can't spell. I just realised. Let's find out if we can win. Morning, Mimi. How's it going? And Moderate, how are you? Right, we got one possible thing that we can do. And then... oh, look who it is. It's the Yorkshire Lamppost. He's like, fuck are you? Only playing, guys. It's the Lancashire Lamppost. Because I said you buy one, you get one free. I said you buy one, you get one free. Like, that's fucking Yorkshire, you dickhead. Fuck off. Yeah, she's not happy, mate. She's not happy. She's not. Oh, come on, you fucker. Get in the shed. Mimi's not happy. It's understandable what's going on at the moment. But that's that. Right. I think. So we can do a very small contract, guys. So either we do and a cultivate 106. I don't know, we could possibly do 36 with the big cultivator that we got. We can do some ferting. That wouldn't take too long. Harvesting's out. Hoeing. Sowing. We could possibly get away with doing a little bit of sowing. And log transport's kind of out as well. Somebody did a thing, so your TTS won't work. Where did Noah store the bees? In the archives. It's not your best one, mate. It really isn't. I think I know where that is. That's just over the thing. We'll put this one away. We'll do the big cultivating. No likey, no lighty. We'll do the big cultivating one to finish off, guys, shall we? So we need the quad track. So my hoarding addiction ain't finished. Going to pick up some equipment today. Oh, Jesus, man. It's all right getting this stuff. Like I said to you the other day, it's all right getting this stuff in, but the stuff you don't want, and I know what you're going to say, I want it all. Yeah, but you're never going to use it all, dude. So the stuff that you don't want, you need to get rid of. That's not that funny either. So let's pick that one. I lie, it's kind of funny, but I just don't want to give Moller the fucking satisfaction of making me laugh. So this one's over down here, so we need to go past the other farm, past the main farm. Brick! Asso. Penis Rinku. I can call you fucking names as well, dickhead. So we're going to do a cultivating. Like I say, this will probably be the last thing we do today on the community farm. Got one more. Oh, okay. Come on, calm down. Calm down. There we go. What the fuck are you saying fuck you for? And it probably won't happen because fucking Acer's blocked it out. Why aren't my stuff? Why isn't the stuff queuing anymore? Have we had an update for Lumiere? Stuff isn't queuing. Mackie's Wi-Fi today yet? No, it's just the community farm dude at the moment. And I haven't been on this since the last NVIDIA update, so part of it was that. And it's done a minute and broke stuff. No, I can't break it. I can't break shit, mate. It's a community farm. I can't break a damn thing even if I wanted to. All I can do is come on and work the fields. That's all I can do. Okay. I haven't got a fucking clue what you're talking about, so that was just a load of jumbo jumbo. I really don't have a clue what Mal Alex is talking about, so I haven't got a fucking clue. What the fuck's snarf juice? What the fuck's a wobble wobble boombo? Are you watching those midget porn videos again and they're talking about snarf juice and shit and wibble wobble wobble wibble whatever? Well, yeah. Colin, good morning, how you doing? I think it's this field just coming up on our left. That we've come down to do. It was working properly the other day, mate, when we were playing SnowRunner. Really? Can you really? Okay. Apparently Lancashire Lamport's clip is Miss Moon saying she can handle some big stuff. Okay. Okay. That was a clip on mother tracking. Did you see the vid yesterday of the fogger? Yeah. Yeah, like I say, it was an easy repair for you. It's just the thingy. These jokes will get better in a minute. Is it this Sunday bad joke day? Must be. Got 25 litres of fluid for 30 quid off Prebeat. It's not bad. Is this where Colin falls off the cliff?
think I've watched this one before. Too much handbrake there, Colin. The road's that way, just to let you know. Why does the duck have feathers? To cover up his butt quack. Really? Okay. These are getting worse. These are getting worse. It's not that I don't have a sense of humor, they're just not very funny. The Yorkshireman walks into the bar. Ouch. You trying to say they're dumb? Do you want to buy any of this stuff? Hello, I'm running it on Lumiere. No, I've already got lights, dude. I don't need any more. Well, saying that I don't want any more, I kind of do, but I don't at the same time. And they got to work really well with Lumiere, not just work with Lumiere. With what I've already got. Come on, slow down, you fucker. No, not at all. Mm-hmm. So Martin RoboScans 812 4 for 110 quid. That's not bad, dude. Really good price. Martin RoboScans were the, like I said, were the bollocks in the day. I think they were the first company to have RoboScans in the UK. Like I say, we're really fucking good. You was a great driver. Okay, so you're not anymore. Oh, beans. I got the HyperX Quadcast mic yesterday, but it's not compatible with the HyperX software. Quite annoyed. Who else uses a HyperX that we know of? I think Windy uses a HyperX, actually. Go ask Windy. I think he uses the Quadcast software. He's got the HyperX Quadcast. Have you ever seen the Robe moving heads? They're massive. A lot of the early moving heads stood about this tall, mate. So about nearly 2 foot tall. A lot of the really early ones. We had 2 or 4. I think we had 4, but we only really took 2 out of show. And we basically, if we weren't using the bass bins, we sat them on top of the speakers. Just to keep a fucking eye on them because they were so big. We didn't like to put them up on the gantry that we had. "4'5" tall moving heads. Fucking hell, what? Yeah, I just want that fucking tall. Yeah, I've not seen them, but hey. Put them on a T-bar? I fucking wouldn't put them on a T-bar. No, not a fucking chance. Not moving heads. I mean, you take it when moving heads first come out, when we first had them on the shows that I was with, they were like £700 a light. There was no way we were putting them on a fucking T-bar, dude. But then they fall over. Even if you balance them out, they're still just too fucking heavy. I mean, to be honest, they've got a lot smaller now. There's a actual T-bar now. I think Equinox makes it, which is 2 moving heads, 2 par cams, and a laser on top. So it's kind of like a all-in-one show. And to be honest, if you wanted a quick lighting show, you could just get 2 of them and done. I do like this technical talk. Well, ASO's he's a ex-DJ, and he likes revamping old disco gear and stage lighting. I used to be a mobile DJ and karaoke presenter, so I used to use a lot of this stuff. The Shovei gig bar, 2 moving heads, 2 power cams, 2 move flowers. Yeah, I've seen that one. That was really nice. Yeah, if I was to go back into DJing mobile shows, for lighting, I'd probably get 2 of them, because they would fill any dance floor. I do music events in London like the O2 and Wembley and other venues. Nice. So, Colin, you'd be the one to talk to if who is it comes over to the UK? An American singer. Apparently, he put a I forget fucking what his name is now. The guy who sings Plead the Fifth. He put a thing on his TikTok the other day. Do you want him to come to the UK? And if he comes over, he's probably going to do somewhere like the O2. Freebie tickets for your mates, you know what I mean? I'll send you some stuff over what I'm picking up for at lunch. To be honest, mate, I like seeing it. You know, grab you backstage. I'm not working it though. Just letting you know, I'm not working it. Cooper Allen, that's the one, mate. Yeah, yeah. He put a TikTok up yesterday saying, you know, people in the UK, would you like me to try and book a tour? Underworking, they don't ask. That's an old one. Morning, Red. How's it doing, dude? Cool. And I'm not keeping any of this. Have to make room now. Yeah, right. Like I say, you need to sort out what you want to keep and literally just put the rest up for cheap money. Because people will buy it. People will buy it. There's people out there, bit of a niche market that want to do or want to have old kit to do 60s discos and 80s discos and stuff like that. They want this old kit to do it with every so often. Good brother, just heading to the shop for beers for footy. Power cams may take a while. He's got a shitload, dude. He picked up about, what was it, 18 or something like that? And what he's done, he's taken out the original bulb and put an LED bulb into it. Into a sort of kind of quickly bringing them up to nowadays standards for an LED light. And they do switch colors. Not sure how, but they do switch colors. Yeah, they are. And blow so fast too. Remember when we used to have halogens in the moving heads and and the scans and stuff, and they blow like every other gig. They just was, you know, blew so fast. Even worse when they blew halfway through a gig and you had to fucking go out the front of your show and obviously take the power cable out, switch the bulb in it. Pain in the fucking ass. I mean, it was easy. Don't get me wrong. You went out the front of your show. You just unscrewed one thumb screw, pulled the front down, unclipped the bow, put the other one in, put the plug back in, and away it went. And if you were lucky, it went straight back into the show that you'd programmed. So it went straight back into where its movement was. What's ASO sent me now? Oh, old light boxes. Wow, that one's been fucked. Like I say, light boxes, some of them power cams, mate, you could almost sell a whole old show. Looks good, that bulb in there. Not even the right one. Wow. It's what it is, mate, innit? I know sometimes when we had the light boxes, when the first guy used to be a roadie for, he had light boxes, and literally when you took the panel off, it was just normal bulbs with a color over them. And after a while, they got so hot that it would burn the coloring off. So after a while, you just had white lights if you didn't change them. So kind of what we used to do is, instead of getting new bows with colouring on, we ended up sticking the colour stuff on the inside of the light box. So the way we did that is each compartment for that particular colour had like an insert of, like, I don't know, timber 2x4, and we used to not paperclip, you know, punch them in so that they were on the inside of the case. And just cut the colours out with a Stanley knife. LED is right, but doesn't age as nice as halogen. No. So yeah, we by the end of 1 year, we actually recolored all our light boxes with the foil inside the boxes, and we were just using normal bulbs because they were blowing so often. So just normal bayonet bulbs. It was a lot fucking easier, I tell you that for nothing. Just get a load of 30-watt bulbs, whack them in that box. Fucking easy. Nah, made the boxes easier. Thinking of getting a trailer for my bike so I can do portable gigs. Dude, you'll have so much gear, you're going to need more than a fucking trailer for your bike. You're going to have to get a van or something with a fucking trailer. I mean, I do know bikes that have got trailers. What, the Honda Goldwing's got a fucking trailer attachment to it, hasn't it? I was wondering where it would say the naughty word. Wendy's got it sorted though. Oh. American DJ do old style par cams with LED drivers, but they're about £400. What the fuck? Yeah. Oh yeah, the new LED par cams, mate, have a whole board with the LED bulbs, individual bulbs on it, and they do RGB, WRGB. They're good. I've used them. They're good. And the best thing about them is you can DMX them in, and they change colors. And they not only do the 4 colors, because obviously if you mix certain colors, the light comes out a different color. You know, if you red and green it or something, it comes out the different color. They have them at Disneyland Paris. Again, really good. Really good if you want to do kind of a new stroke old school disco. Because, of course, you get color change par cams. So your wash is like all dancing and lovely. I like them. And then if you're using a mirror ball as well, your mirror ball's coming out in all different colours on the dance floor. Cracking. So to all in chat who don't know, have a clue what we're talking about? Yeah, we're talking disco equipment. Coach, I'd be so picky if I did it again. It'd have to be lightweight stuff for me now. I'm getting of a certain age. The downside is I don't have my laptop to do the mobile shows with. Because that's how, when I did my own shows before I decided not to do it anymore, I had a purpose-built laptop, which basically had a big hard drive, enough graphics to run like the Word FX for karaoke, and that about it. You know, loaded all the songs from an external hard drive like that. At the time, it was a really good one. Also sturdy casing. So the casing of it was I think it was a ThinkPad, because they were like one of the hardest cases out there for commercial, for private people. Seven strikes, 4 spares yesterday in 10-pin bowling. Nice. Back in the day, when I used to do 10-pin bowling, we did it for like 2 years in a league. Had our own equipment and everything. And in fact, there's a clip saying I've just got rid of my balls. And I literally chucked them down the tip. Just nobody wanted to buy them. But what we used to say is, if we were practicing ever, because the 10-pin bowling place that we used to go to used to do an all-day bowling session, and basically it wasn't all day, it was just a 4-hour bowling session at certain parts of the day. We used to go for that and go down for 4 hours and have lunch and stuff, which was really good, worth the money. And yeah, we used to say at any point in given time of the game, if we scored less than 100, we do the walk of shame. We pack up and go home. First game's free to warm up, and then after that, any game scoring less than 100, we go home. But 7 strikes and a 4 spares, that's really good. And some people to go, you only get 10 frames, how do you make that out? It's quite easy. If you get a strike in the 10th frame, you get another go. Or spare. You get a strike or a spare on the 10th frame, you get another go. Got well over 100? I would fucking hope so with 7 strikes, mate. I mean, depending what order you got them in, because obviously the strikes all get upgraded, don't they? So I think it's 20 points for or 15 points for the first strike, 20 points for the second strike, and every strike after that consecutive, you get 30 points. I used to know all the numbers, but yeah, a little bit rusty. A little rusty on how to score them. Like I say, we did it for 2 years. Like I say, had all our own gear, bowling bags, our own shoes, balls, gloves, polish. It's actually quite an expensive game to get into if you're buying your own equipment. I mean, a decent ball is about £100 at least. Hey, Stat, how you doing? Average speed 15 mile an hour. Yes, good speed. Good speed. You don't want to put you in temping bowling. People think it's all about bowling as fast as possible. No, it's not. It's about bowling at the correct speed and having the correct amount of spin. Speed isn't everything. To be honest, same in Skittles. You know, if anybody's played Skittles, that's not all about power. It's about placement. You know, if you hit the front pin correctly, they should flop. Or strike in temping bowling. If you get it slightly wrong, they don't. I think my highest gain temping bowling was 231. Which is a good score. That's striking or sparing every single game, every single throw. How did you get DQ'd in that endurance race? Was lurking, then gutted for a year at the end. Could see the disappointment in your face. Basically, what happened was, even though only 3 people in our team was registered for the race, we do have a fourth member in our team. But obviously, for that race, wasn't registered for racing that day. But after the race, it said he was registered for the race, and because he didn't do any laps, that's why what the DQ was. Said he's going to put in a thing today, say, look, why is this happening? It shouldn't happen. The guy wasn't registered to race. Even though he's in the team, he wasn't registered to race. So it's a costly error. Yeah, but it's not ours. You know, he's in the team, but when you register for a race, for an enduro race, you put in the drivers that are racing that day. So if there was only 3 registered, then only 3's registered to race. I mean, you take it. Linda, when she does enduro races, I think in her actual team, she has like 20 drivers. So, you know, she only registers like X amount of drivers every race she goes into. So, yeah, in our eyes, it shouldn't have happened. So, like I say, said he's going to contest it, and hopefully it comes back okay. If it does come back okay, obviously they're going to have to give us our I rating and shit for all the players. What has Linda said? Well, I think she's on the same thing as we are, mate. You know, as long as when they look into it, the start registration didn't have 4 names on it. It only had the 3. It shouldn't have happened. It really shouldn't have happened. The downside is on that was I know said he was quite tired at the start, and then he took his medication and he perked up a bit. Mistakes do happen. You know, if it's happened, it's happened. It's no big deal. We just lost out on a bit of safety rating and thing. It's no big deal. The same as, you know, partway through the race when said he had to take over, he only managed like 2 laps because his knee was aching. So we quickly got him in, got him changed out, and he had another go later and managed to finish the race for us. So, you know, no big deal. He just about managed to get his laps in. It's all about working as a team and just just trying to work with what you got at the time. You know, that's why we always say, look, you never, in an enduro race with a team, you never race on your own. You know, and I mean never race on your own. So, just occasionally you go toilet or anything like that, you can quickly bring the car in, change drivers, and away he goes. So yeah, you're alone for like 3 minutes, but you're never alone for long periods. Even in a 24-hour race, you should always have a spotter and a driver active at any one time, just to see if anybody's coming up quick on you and stuff like that. And if anything happens, they can quickly look back while you control the car and go back and do your stuff. And they can go, yeah, that was on you, but don't worry about it, just head down, carry on. You know, it wasn't on you, I mean, we got unfortunate during the race anyways. I mean, I was basically taken out on the first lap, had to stay in the pits for 4 laps, repairing, after some guy in front span, was in the middle of the track, and instead of just waiting for all the grid to go by, he started moving, which in our eyes is a no-no. In fact, in a lot of people's eyes is a no-no. You should just sit there and hold your brakes until the field's gone by, or until there's a space, or a safe space to move. So I got taken out first lap anyway, and then about 20 laps into my stint, I came out of turn 1 and spanned the car. Lucky enough, it had a little bit of damage, but I managed to carry on to the end of my stint, so all well and good. Welcome back. You can't have many events to go now, Linda, can you? I know you were on about the other day, you're coming to the end of your season. Ducky, how's you today? Oh, she's probably talking to Linda. She's already been in and asked me. Good morning. I'm all right, shoulder's a little bit stiff. Need to check. But like I say, we might be reinstated, guys. Like I say, if they check on it, how many drivers were active when it was registered at the start. If it turns out it was 3, we'll probably get reinstated. If said he made the honest mistake of activating us all, then, you know, it is what it is. But no, I said good morning to you. You were chatting. Okay. Morning, how you doing? So we'll be getting back to the farm. We'll be trying to waste some time till the man, the myth, the legend, the average Viking goes live. Not sure what he's up to today. I'm thinking possibly farming, because he did trucking yesterday. I'm thinking he might do a bit of farming today just to chill out. Or he might do trucking actually, guys, because it's the last day for the push. So he might be trucking today. Just thinking about it. He's not said. But yeah, 11 p.m. this evening, guys, if you do want to truck and get your miles in for the push month for the VTC. I don't know why it resets at 11 o'clock. Well, I do know, because obviously Europe is 1 hour in front. And to them, it'll be midnight. Yeah, I'm okay. Woke up with a banging head though. Downloading map for Chrome. What? A Japan map? What the fuck? 3 weeks and 3 weeks and 2 weekends. Last event last weekend of September. Okay, so yeah, not many to go. And then you'll see Linda a lot more doing some stuff. You'll see her next on Tuesday about 7, half 7, doing a bit more of the Side Racing League, where if you're just new to iRacing, you can come in and race with us. It's not just for the initiated, it's for the uninitiated as well. Come in and race in a safe space, although some of our guys do race pretty hard and take it really serious. But we try to race semi-safe for anybody new. That's coming in. You know, so if you're just starting iRacing, guys, you would like a safe area to come in and learn some stuff. We're racing with 2 cars that are you're able to play with in default game. So the GR86 and the Mazda MX-5. Driving around that course, Capacu? Capacu? Where the fuck's Capacu? That'll do. Right, put this away, and that's me done. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. If we're back on normal rotation, it should be SnowRunner tomorrow, if Kev's available. If not, then we'll do trucking. So that's the backup game. So if Kev's available, SnowRunner. If not, we'll be trucking. If not, if Kev does happen to turn up tomorrow, it'll be trucking on Tuesday. And then farm on Wednesday. Don't know what's going to happen on Thursday because I feel that Shoulder isn't up to doing much racing for long periods at the moment. It is getting stronger. I mean, like I say, the last race that we just did at Nuremberg, I could have done a bit more if I had to come back in the car. To be honest, it felt fine. But I woke up this morning, it's a bit stiff. I was tracking with Kev yesterday. Nice. Oh, that's why you're in the other chat. I think Tav's going to be trucking because they've just gone down to trucking chat. So I think Tav's going to be trucking for the last day of the VTC Push Month. So let's see if he's live yet. No, he's not yet. Okay. We'll try and waste some time then. So let's tell you about some few things that I've got going on. So if you collect merch, guys, there's my merch store link. It's non-profit. I'd get nothing from it. If you want to be part of the VTC, here's how to do it. Download the Trexpert.eu app from the client page there. Link it to your game. Click the first link to ask for permission to join the community, and boom, away you go. To support a streamer in a different way, you could always use Throne, and that's my Throne account. Oh, let's hear. Okay, who's winning Ships at Sea? Nice. Polar Bear won it from the SR community. Also, guys, if you want buttons to play Farm Sim, Truck Sim, iRacing, SnowRunner, Bus Sim, Out of War, just to mention a few games, and they also do productivity as well with Photoshop and stuff. Check out the guys at Icon City and get you 10% off with my code MAD at checkout. Just like you'll be mad not to. He didn't say. He didn't say what flower it was. We all know it was the cherry blossom, or what was it called in Japanese? The sakura, I think it's called in Japan. or the Sakura, Sakura. Come on, buttons work. No, still not on yet. What else we got to tell you about? I'm also a partner with Wraith, guys. So if you want 10% off your Wraith, sugar-free energy drink. Lol, no, I forgot something. Yeah, click that button. Click that button. Go through to Wraith, guys. Use my code MAD at checkout. What else we got to tell you about? Don't forget the stream team, guys. Over here on Twitch, there's 11 members at the moment. Go click that link. Go follow all the members. That's the one. Also, I'm a partner with Moza. If you click that link when you go through and have a look at the stuff, it'll big me up a little bit. If you click it again when you want to buy something and use my code MAD at checkout, it gives me a bit of revenue there. Not a lot. So, for instance, somebody bought a dashboard to go on the top of their thing last month. I think it was £180. I got £6 from it. Every little helps, like I say. You know, you guys are supported. Also, guys, a game that I'm probably not going to play, PMR, but you can use my code called Giants, and you never know. If enough people use it, I maybe can become a bronze partner and have things slightly earlier than anybody else, except Tav, like, you know what I mean? But yeah. Ah, right, he's live. Okay, he's live. Let's go. Let's go. So let's get you in the screen. Why am I in a pink? Oh, that was fucking last time I was on it. I'm in a pink costume. I haven't changed since the last time I was on it. Right then, let's go over and see Tav the Man. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Like I said, if Kev's available, it'll be SnowRunner. If he's not available, it'll be Trucking Tuesday. And since it's a new month, might do a little bit of Euro Truck. But for now, we'll see you later, and we'll give you the average Viking. Toodles, peoples.